friend of the show, most requested guest, frequent guest, favorite guest, Jimmy Cash joins us here on LonelyMans podcast.
Yeah, we're back in this.
Right?
What's
Tag
going
team
on?
back again. I'm hyped.
Are you
So
sick of
many
hanging
people
out with us
just-
yet, or what?
No, that was a good weekend. That was a good run. We just did what? How many shows? Like,
We did
I
one
lost
show
count.
Friday, 2 shows last night.
damn,
Dude, in
I don't-
COVID, like that's like a whole like month's worth of shows.
dude.
Like that's
Yeah,
a whole
that's
tour.
work. Yeah, we could
A lot
take a
of-
little vacation after that.
I did. I laid in bed all day. I was like, I did way too much this weekend. I gotta fucking wind down.
yeah,
I think we got forced vacations because of like no other shows being coming up. I think that's kind of the that's where we're at now, right? We had a hot weekend. It's crazy because of all the times like during this is like I got asked to do 3 other shows this same weekend that I had to turn down. And then no other show offered the next weekend. It's like, was this the only weekend that people are doing shows? Like I had
think-
of all the times.
I think it was like a last hurrah, almost. Not really, but it seemed like a lot of people trying to hurry up and get some shows in before winter is coming.
Yeah, next week is Thanksgiving. People probably wouldn't want to go out to a show anyway.
Yeah. Well, and it's starting to look bit like you can't have people over for Thanksgiving, but we're doing comedy shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a
So
little
weird.
absurd.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Have you gotten one of those phone calls telling you to not go see your family for Thanksgiving? Have you gotten one of those?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like-
I got the call. They left a voicemail and I got a text too.
Yeah, mine was less personal. It was the text message.
Man, that's,
Oh, you didn't get the
isn't it?
call?
Yeah, they
I-
don't give a fuck.
I
about
probably
you.
didn't answer the call if I did get the call.
Check your voicemails. You might have a voicemail.
This is getting out of hand. Isn't it like a little too much to just call me like, hey, fuck your family. All right, happy holidays.
It's the worst, man. That's what it's like having a kid in school too. The school calls all the time for no reason, just to tell you about shit that like you don't care about. They're like, the annual book drive is Tuesday to Thursday. They'll call you like 5 times a week to tell you like, there's a clothing drive. You could drop off your clothes down behind the school from Tuesday to Thursday, or like just dumb shit. You know what I mean? They find whoever they gave that job to, like to call people, loves it. Like loves doing the recording, loves
Yeah.
hearing their voice because they pump out the calls, man.
You should try to get that job and just run bits on the voicemails to everybody.
Right, dude. That's a good idea. But remember notices? You used to get notices sent home
Mm-hmm.
when you were in school, and then sometimes there would be a thing at school and your parents were like, how come I didn't know about that? It's because the notice was crumpled up at the bottom of your backpack.
Yeah,
You
it
never
never made it. It never made it to the backpack. It was like in my
Yeah.
locker or my desk or the trash can.
Exactly. So that's why the phone calls, I think.
They're
What,
gonna
Ben?
green, they went paperless now.
No, I just can't relate. Like my parents, there was never anything that happened at my school that my parents were like, why didn't I know about that? Like they were like, why are you telling me this? Like it was just a different conversation. Like
Damn.
I played sports from the time I was in 7th grade, like through the school, from the time I was in 7th grade till I graduated. I played basketball, I was football, I ran track. My dad never went to a single game of anything, right? That whole time. My mom came to 3 games. One time in 8th grade for parent night, my senior year basketball for parent night, and my senior year football for parent night. She would come for parent night when she needed to be there and I asked her, but otherwise it just wasn't their thing. To them it was just like, the fuck? Why do I need to be there? Go play your game. You're playing your game with your friends. Go do that. So those notices, nah, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, school events are a little overrated. They're a little overkill too, Like they always have a holiday show. The worst would be like a Labor Day holiday show or something. Did
What-
you have
what
those
are-
where you'd have to sing?
Like,
They're
for,
singing for
kids.
Labor Day. Isn't that like
What do
the
you-
first
why
week
do you
of
sing
school?
for Labor Day though?
Are there Labor
Maybe
Day
not.
I don't know about?
It felt like they had one for every holiday. They'd be like, you'd be half of the school year, you're just practicing singing songs for a dumb holiday.
When I was in band, we just had the Christmas concert and the spring concert.
Oh, okay.
What did you play in band?
Snare drum.
What?
Oh, I
Well,
didn't know
that's
you
why
got
you're
the
good on
drums.
Rock Band.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to
that's
say.
why I
just
play expert
translate it.
drums on Rock Band, but not a real drum kit.
Jeez.
Can you still play? Like if you gave you some sticks, can you still like boom 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 boom? Could you
Yeah,
jam out?
I could do that beat for sure. I
Jesse
could rock a
Bauer.
beat for you to freestyle over.
All right, that's all. That's
Yeah.
all I need, bro. Just beats.
Yeah, I
Beats,
can't do
not
like a
bars.
death metal drum solo, but I can rock a beat out.
All right, that's pretty cool. Jimmy's
Nice.
got bars too. Jimmy freestyles. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I got a few bars in my back pocket.
Yeah, I wrote like half of a Choco Tuesday rap. I got it ready to go. If you want to lay
Damn,
it
man,
down.
you gotta bring that back. I was, if anyone that is listening doesn't know that we had Choco Tuesday going, Choco Tuesday, and it was a movement to eat Choco tacos on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday, you grab yourself a Choco taco.
Can we bring that
Because-
back?
Well, because it was one night I was on the way back from a show and I stopped for on the Mass Pike to just get you need that little treat sometimes after a show.
Yeah,
You need a
I've
little
grabbed
something,
many a large fry on the Mass Pike.
right? And I saw the Choco tacos and I was like, damn, these things don't get much love. You know what I mean? And I
You never
busted-
see one out in the wild.
You really don't. But then all of a sudden after doing that, I felt like you start to observe them more. I started to notice them a little bit more. Like I noticed them on the ice cream truck this summer.
Mm.
Like I was like, damn, they still sling those out there. Like I've never seen a kid buy a Choco Taco off the ice cream truck.
No, I used to see him. We had an ice cream vending machine at school. I never saw someone holding the Choco taco.
No, dude. No,
No
man.
love. Are they delicious though? Do you find that they're delicious? The Choco Taco.
Yeah, I think they're legit, dude. Like some of them you could tell they've been sitting in the freezer for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say because I don't remember the last time I've had a Choco Taco.
I had never had one until we did Jess's birthday show, and Jimmy, for Jess's birthday, just grabbed every Choco Taco from the honey farms down the street and literally threw them out to the audience.
Dude, that was lit.
And I was
wish
able
we
to
had that
catch
re-
one.
That's a classy move.
Some
Oh,
of
no,
those
it's-
were frozen. Some of those had frostbite on them, but that was fun.
You dug about the back of the
Yeah.
Kelly Square honey farms.
Oh yeah, those have been there since the 90s.
Man, Kelly Square. That is. I haven't been to the new Kelly Square, but apparently it's fucked up.
I think they did. I think they did a good job. I mean, I would have liked it to stay the way it was.
I like the
It was
chaos.
fun.
I thrive in that.
Yeah, the chaos was best. Like I just show up and I'd be like, close my eyes, let's go.
Yeah, check your
Right.
text messages real quick.
That's
Yeah,
how
you
gotta
said
do
that.
it.
I'll never forget you saying that, Jesse. On I don't know if it was a mic or a show at Nick's. You were talking about going through Kelly Square. That's when you check your IG stories.
Yeah.
That's how
I
you
love
got to
that.
do it. You can't break. You just got to gas slowly throughout the. Just go up and just gas through it.
Yeah, just roll through.
Just roll through. This whole new setup.
I took
It's all
I
civilized.
took Eddie
Not
F through there. He put it on his IG story when he came to do shows, and we drove through there. I was like, oh, we were pulling up, and I was like, this intersection is absolutely insane. Get ready for this. And as we approached, he's like, what the fuck is this? He like pulled out his phone. He's like, holy shit. He was trying to count them all. He's like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 streets intersecting into each other.
That's exactly what it is. And there was
Yeah.
no stop signs, no rotaries, no lights, no nothing. It
Yeah,
was
now
just
they got a
really-
rotary, and everyone in the rotary thinks they have to stop, and everyone outside the rotary thinks they have to just like roll in. No one knows how to use the fucking rotary right now.
Because it's a fucked
It-
up rotary too. It's not a.
That
circle.
ain't, yeah, that should
Oh.
have, it's a peanut, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called? The peanut? It's shaped like a peanut.
Oh, I thought you said penis.
I
and
need
was
to
like, yeah,
get
that's
some
a dick.
drone footage of it. I don't
No,
know.
that's what you don't remember. Like, do you never, when they planned it, they called it the Kelly Square peanut. Like, and it was in the news. It was like aerial, drawings like of what it was going to look like.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anyone call it the peanut since it was built. But when they were planning it, they were calling it the Kelly Square peanut.
That was someone in the Telegram trying to get their own little like hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag going. The fucked up part is they're doing all of this to build a new stadium for a minor league baseball team that can't even play games for the foreseeable future. What the fuck were we
I think they got
thinking?
grass down there right now too.
Bro, they yeah, we got the Paw Sox from Pawtucket, and they, when COVID hit, they started cutting corners down at that stadium. That stadium's that was supposed to be dope, and I'm sure it still will be, but it's going to get run down pretty fast, I bet. If they had to cut corner, you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
In
it's
that
gonna rust
area
out
too?
immediately.
it'll fit in though
Yeah.
at that point. You can't have some like
Right.
shiny brand like state of the art stadium in the neighborhood it's in. You're like, this does not fit in. It
Yeah,
needs
in
to
the
be
middle
like
of like a dilapidated like mill town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when you buy like a pair of like Chuck Taylors and they're like too new looking, you gotta like break them in a little bit so they look a little bit worn and they can be like, all right, now we fit in the look.
Yeah, and like your hoodie's all fucked up and like washed too many times.
Yeah, and then
You're
these
gonna
shoes
have,
just
like,
like
the whole
sparkling.
thing-
They're like, let me break these motherfuckers in right quick.
Yeah.
Like that's the stadium's
It's
gonna
gonna
do
match
that.
the rest of your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stadium's gonna match the rest of town soon enough. No one will even notice it's new.
What do you think? You think that's going to be a Tinder date destination?
The stadium?
Not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Right?
Ah,
Come on now.
that's we'll see.
Cypress was taking girls to the Worcester Railers games for a little bit. It's
That
like,
is so dirty.
I think it's like
Railers.
it's so cheap because no one goes there. It's like a cheap, easy date.
No, it's awesome, but it's just
a
like
good-
it's
it's a
such
good
a good
play.
innuendo right off the bat.
Oh yeah, the
You know what I'm
Railers.
saying? It's like someone's giggling at some point on that date, like the Railers.
Yeah, you
you
do a
know.
couple lines in the bathroom real quick.
Absolutely.
I mean, you probably could. There's no one else that goes in there. You got nothing but time in those
Oh.
Railers games, dude.
Dude, that was one of my first dates. Was it wasn't the Rit when I was a kid. And I went to see. You probably went too, Jesse. The Ice Cats.
Never made it to an Ice Cats or a Sharks game.
Well, the Ice Cats, I got dropped. We'd get dropped off down there sometimes, like in 7th grade or whatever. And I met my girlfriend there. And I remember we made out for like 11 minutes straight. My buddy was like timing us, like, and, like weird shit like that. Like, I
He's
remember
just
like my
watching
buddy
the
being
back.
like, while we were making out, being like, "Oh my god, 8 minutes!" Like, and we just kept going. It was like such dirty Worcester kids.
Oh my
Was he third wheeling it and just like watching like the countdown of the clock of the game?
Yeah, he had like a tear rolling down his eye.
Well, R.I.P. The worst nowadays, that would have been all over the interwebs. He would have Snapchatted this story, posted it on
Right?
Instagram. Everyone would have known you and your girl were making out for 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
11
dude.
seconds later.
I
they
think
would
because it
know.
was 11 in heaven, 11, 7 in heaven, or 11. I don't know.
It's
7 minutes.
7 minutes in heaven, but you
Oh,
guys were going in.
Going in 11. Yeah.
You got 11 minutes in row 7.
Rose. Yeah. I don't know.
I
man.
finger banged a girl at a concert one time. That's my closest story that I have to that.
Whoa.
And all my friends
Wait.
watched me do it. I don't think they timed it.
That's dirty. What
I think they
concert was
just counted
this?
how many songs I was going through. Like, dude, that
What
was
was
at
the
least
concert?
4 Tech 9 songs.
Tech
That was
9.
Tech 9?
It was at
Ooh.
the, of course, it was the Tech 9 show. Yeah.
Damn.
No, Tech 9 has the wildest fans, and like all the girls that love Tech 9 are just wild. I don't know if it's in the music or if it's in the water.
It
they
is. He
drink
has
or
created
whatever.
a
It's
culture of wild party people.
yeah, every girl I know that bummed Tech 9 or like went to the concerts were just wild girls. Like they were wilding out, and
Yep.
that makes perfect sense that you're out here finger blasting Tech 9 girls in public.
Yeah,
That's-
she's down to pop some e-pills and blackout on cheap vodka.
Dude,
that
yeah,
is-
that's a
that goes
that's a
with a
dirty
Tech 9
date.
concert.
Yeah. In combat boots and a mini skirt. She's down.
wow. Was this right before the shutdown?
It's right before I shut down my. I don't know. I got nothing. How old was I?
Yeah.
I was like 19 at the time.
Did you say it was the Palladium?
Yeah.
Damn, that is a dirty place, man.
Yeah, that was before they renovated it. So
That
I think we
still was
were
dirty.
still smoking in there. Maybe I went to a
Wow.
few concerts where we were still ripping butts in the Palladium.
Dude, I did too. I did. I seen who did I see there?
I don't know
when
if you
I
were
was
ever
ripping
allowed to
butts?
really. Were you allowed to smoke in there at one point? I think everyone just did it.
Yeah, I don't know if that was allowed. I remember. I definitely remember ripping butts.
Jesse was
Jeez.
ripping butts with his fingers out there.
Yeah. I
I
had
Oh my
nicotine. I
God.
was like, is that the nicotine or her? I can't tell.
You can finger blasting someone at a club or like a show is something you only do in like your late teens, early 20s. That's not like that is the only time when that like happens. I can't imagine you being like 35, like finger blasting somebody at a dance at like a concert.
Yeah, that's wild. You
I
need to
went
get
to
your life.
I went to like a rave show in Amherst, and my friend and I had to like we couldn't get the floor tickets. We had to be in the stands, and this like teenage couple in front of us. The kid just like they were making out super hard, and then you just saw his hand just disappear down this girl's pants.
Wow.
Man, that's the young
And
buck.
then I fist bumped his sticky hand afterwards.
Oh my God. Damn. It's so weird. Now, is this a girl that like you just met at the concert? Because that's another
Pretty-
level of like crazy
Pretty
shit.
much.
You know what I'm saying? Remember
So you
just
didn't know her
meeting a
before?
girl, and hooking up like a day of?
Yeah.
At
That
the
would happen
club.
sometimes.
Do you
Yeah.
remember? Do you ever do that? Like you just meet a girl and you guys are like be at the club and it's wild, and you guys start making out on a dance floor. Next thing you know, you're finger blasting her on a dance floor. Like that's a. Are those days ever coming back?
Dude, no.
Those
No.
days are over.
Dude, we had shabooms. Sounds like I grew up in the 50s. We had
Yeah, we
shabooms
had
on Main
shabooms,
Street.
hey?
Went to the
bro.
sock hop at the Shabooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, kaboom! Say.
All I could think of is the Joe Biden impression. We had
You guys had the
We-
shaboom boom room.
we used to call it
the
oh,
Shabooms.
shabooms, and that's where you'd stick your finger in the vagina, and that's all you had to do. You had to stick your finger in the vagina, and you'd walk. You'd have to walk to the vagina. Oh man, no, but Shabooms was crazy, man. I got kicked out of there, like 3 times. Shabooms was wild because you could drink. You could be. It was one of those 18 plus clubs. You know what I mean? So some people could
They had
legally
underage
drink.
nights too, didn't they?
Yes, and they had that too. So it was
Every
just
night when they let in those girls.
yeah, and I'd be drinking there. I was I would be drinking there, getting drunk, fighting, getting kicked out. It was wild.
Man, that
Wild
must have been a
times.
while ago. If you were still drinking back then, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was where is that the Mezcal Mexican restaurant now?
Well, that was where it moved to. It used to be where the Worcester Courthouse is. They tore that whole strip down of buildings there.
Oh, okay.
It
I
used
never
to
went
be
to that
right on the front, right on the street there, and it was like, and then when they went to build the courthouse, they moved over to Mezcal, where Mezcal is now. Yeah.
I used to
But,
underage drink at the Irish Times.
Oh yeah, that was another shithole too. Oh my god. The
I never-
upstairs there,
Yeah.
the upstairs was like a club, right?
Yeah, it's like 4 floors of just nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh my, we used to have a club like that, but I never drank at the club. We would just get fucked up and sneak out. I guess we snuck in our own, but I never like drank legal. Okay, I'm lying. I snuck into some places and drank legally, but
When-
Even after we were of age, my friend would sneak in like a fifth of vodka in his pants and just order a soda and then just go to the
Yeah.
bathroom and pour the booze into the soda.
we used to sneak a flask in everywhere. Like we would just have the flask and we just get that, and because drinks are hella expensive and we were hella broke and trying to wild out, so we had to do what we had to do, you know.
Yeah, your girl's got nips in her purse. You make it work.
Man, if I was a girl, I would carry nothing but I'd bring like a whole full alcohol set in the bags they
Just
carry.
a 750 of Bacardi.
Yeah, I'm bringing a full handle. I'm bringing shot glasses, my own limes,
Bro.
and a cutting board. Like, let's
Homegirl,
go.
our friend last night knew how to do it.
Yeah, killing the game.
Not gonna, yeah.
Not gonna air their laundry, but killing
No,
the game
but
out there. Yeah,
she knew
I'm
what
sure
she
we'll
was
slip
doing.
and say her name at some point, but she had the bottles of what was that, Barefoot Moscato or something? And
I don't know. Actually, she didn't give a fuck. She brought that shit right on stage with her.
that's very
You see
true.
that?
Yeah.
She brought it on stage, put it on the chair.
Yeah.
I walked into the back room. She's like, I know I didn't drink 3 of these. She's like, oh, there it is. I'm taking this one with me. And right
Yeah.
before she went up there,
Shout out Christine
Damn.
Hurley.
Yeah. What a beast.
She don't give a
dude. Killer.
fuck, dog.
Killer.
No, she had a monster. She was a monster last night. That was ridiculous.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, It's like what?
I'm
Every
glad
time
all
you-
of us bombed on the first show. No one had any excuse. It was just a terrible show.
It was just yeah. She said it best. They suck dick. They just suck. They were assholes.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
and there's only
oh,
like
fuck,
20
we
of
have
them.
to do
There's
this
only like 15
4:30. I was like, we were checking the tickets the night before, and I was like, oh, it says 0 tickets. And then I refreshed it. It said 18, and she was like, 18 pains in my ass.
Yeah, that was impossible.
But also, it's a 4:30 p.m. show, which is kind of whack in itself.
Yeah, we had
like,
18 people at a 4:30 p.m. show. Couldn't get
It-
it going.
It could have been all right. I don't know. Like I don't know. There was a collective attitude with that audience that was just
Yeah.
like,
I don't think it's the amount of people because on Friday night there was only like 12 or 14 people, and that was a great show.
And we all murdered.
yeah, it wasn't the it's that room, and they were spread out, and they just weren't ready. They
Yeah,
weren't
last
ready.
night I was aggressively doing my goofy ass jokes to everybody. I just got, like pissed off like halfway through.
I think there was a point. It's kind of funny because like I think watching it because I didn't do a set on that show. Just watching you guys, there was like a point where each of you guys reached a fuck it point, and even Christine, like they just reached us like we're trying, fuck it, power through. Like
Yep.
there was just like, and at the power through point, it's just like whatever. I'm gonna give you these jokes. Y'all can laugh, y'all can not laugh, but y'all about to get these jokes. And it was just funny to see like everybody hit that level at a certain point. Because I don't even think she did a full 45 or even 40. She did like a little over like 35. She was so over that show, and I don't blame it because I was just whack.
Well, why would you? Like, what? What are you gonna say? I don't know. At that
no
point,
one,
it's
no
like,
one's having fun. Why like prolong it and drag it out?
right.
It's just end the night for
I mean, there was a couple people that were like into it, but it wasn't enough to make noise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But comedy's also like that. Like you need the transfer of laugh energy from like one person to another, and that room is
Yeah.
not conducive to that at all. Like one person could laugh and it just goes straight up in the air, and then they feel like embarrassed because somebody else heard them laugh, and they'll stop, be like, "Ha!"
Yeah.
Like it's that type of room. It's real awkward for comedy in general.
The second show was way better though. More people, more energy. It was way better.
Yeah,
that
people
second
were
show-
getting lit,
Yeah.
having a
Turning
fun
up.
time.
You had a good set on that second show, Jim. You're out here murdering.
Yeah, that was. They were. And it's so funny. It's like I did the same energy. I feel like with the first show, but I was just like, whatever.
Did you do the same set?
Pretty much. I even called it a shitty comedy show again.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was like, you think Bob Kraft knows there's a shitty comedy show going on here right now? And I looked right at the virtual camera. I was like, "What's up, Bobby?"
Nah, he's not, bro. He was too busy getting crafties to even know what's happening, bro. He was
No.
like,
Yeah, the show was being live streamed, and the camera guy, the tech guys, they were cool. I was like trying to riff around like about the show. And
Oh
they were,
yeah,
like thumbs up and like laughing.
yeah, they were cool as hell.
it was a Saturday night. What are the odds that Bob Kraft is watching that show? What are the odds he's not in a massage parlor somewhere getting jerked? Right.
I
Oh,
don't think
man.
Bob Kraft knows there's a comedy club at the stadium.
Absolutely not. He's
No.
definitely finger blasting someone to Tech 9.
Yeah, Nail Tech 9.
Oh my god. Fuck, finger
Dude, yeah,
blast.
hooking up with girls like first day of when you were younger, that was so wild. I remember doing that at Hampton Beach. I met a girl. There was this club at Hampton Beach called Club Bounce. Did you guys ever? Ben wouldn't have gone there, but you
Nah,
didn't.
no Hampton
Yes,
Beach.
you
I don't
ever-
remember Club Bounce.
It was hidden. It was like way back behind the casino ballroom. Like this, there was like some road back there, like by like the parking lots and all that.
Mm.
It was like tucked away. And I remember DMX.
Was it just some dude's bungalow?
What's that?
Was it just some random guys like bungalow?
No, it was like a little mini plaza. It just was like it looked like it shouldn't have been there. And but I remember DMX. It was when that song was like number one. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. That
Oh,
shit
Ooh.
had to have been number one on the charts that summer because everybody in there was just like would lose their goddamn mind when that came on.
Still
First of
when
all,
that song comes out.
still does that.
Still, but I mean, this was like a level of like it was new and it was just and people were losing their mind. You know what I mean? We were all losing our minds in there.
DMX was my favorite rapper growing up as a kid because
Really?
I used to not be able to listen to rap music, but I used to sneak into my brother's room and he had some rap albums there, and he had DMX and It's Dark and Hell is Hot,
Yeah.
and he had that song on there, and I used to bump that all the time. My favorite thing about DMX is that year he had 2 platinum charting albums that same year that album came out, and he still got arrested for impersonating a police officer and robbing people, which is my favorite thing about DMX because like
Yeah.
some people rap about being like thugs and trying to do thug shit.
Yeah.
DMX rapped about trying to be good and put prayers on his albums, but he was just
Yeah.
he was just a gangster. Like that was just who
Yeah.
he was.
He's really
which
about
He was
that
a
life.
torch.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
a tortured
about that.
soul. He
Yeah,
smoked
was-
crack. He was about smoking crack. That's what it was. It was all
You
about
see
crack.
that Chris Rock movie, Top 5?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, at one
No.
point he goes to jail and like DMX is in jail, and that's the most realistic thing about the movie. That like randomly you could just be in jail and DMX is in a cell in there.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
DMX has been. He says a line in one of his songs. He's like, "My rap sheet is longer than y'all niggas like album collections or like track lists or something like that." And it's like, yes, yes, it
Damn.
is. Have you seen his police record, his criminal record?
No.
It is like pages long. It is ridiculous how much time that dude has been in jail for.
Damn.
Assortments of shit, like everything.
Yeah,
is
he's
about that life.
he really is. He did you see his verses with who did he do it with? Snoop Dogg or something?
The
Yeah,
Cyphers.
it was dog versus dog.
Yes, it was on. You ever see any of those verses on Instagram Live?
I haven't watched
pretty
the
dope.
new ones where they do them like together in person. I watched the ones where they were each streaming on their own cameras.
Right. DMX and Snoop were together in person, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's how
Right.
they started doing them now.
I think I
And
saw the
it was
DMX
dope.
and Snoop one just because I'm a big fan of X.
It was dope, man. It was good. But
Yeah, they both have a
DMX
crazy look
finally
back then.
looks like the crack caught up to it. Like he looks good, like he's clean again, but the crack caught up to like he's like
It
Isn't he
ages
also-
you a little bit.
Isn't he
yeah.
also like in his 50s now though?
He probably is. I don't know. But he was always like ripped, dude. In his videos and shirt off, ripped.
Black
Yeah.
don't
that,
crack
like-
unless you smoke crack.
What's
And then
oh
he was
yeah.
black as- yeah, DMX aged real quick because he's only 49. He's not even
Damn.
50 yet.
Snoop's gotta be about the same age, I bet.
That's the exact same age,
50
49.
Snoop's probably 52 or
No,
53.
Snoop's- he's 49.
He is?
Yeah, he just turned 49 earlier this year.
He was like
Damn.
19 when he got with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Damn.
All those dudes are so crazy now because you look at like Bust is like 48, LL Cool J's 52, Nas is 47, Jay-Z's 50, Ja Rule's 44, Ice Cube's 51. Like all
I thought Ja Rule was dead.
50 Cent killed his career, but he's still alive.
That was an inside joke. I shouldn't have done. I couldn't resist.
All
I
right.
love
Shout
when
out to
anyone
Jesse.
references my jokes. I'm glad.
Shout
you're-
out to Jesse Burlingame.
You know, he's still hosting the Fire Festival. That's what he's best known for. now.
Damn.
Host of the Fire Festival.
That's crazy. But
Did
yeah,
he?
DMX in the club in Club Bounce, and I met this girl up there, and woo, we went for a walk, like and we like pool hopped, and next thing you know, we're like making out in a pool, like in a Hampton Beach pool, like behind one of those dirty hotels. It's like, damn, man, how
Was
does
it like
that?
a hotel pool or somebody like house pool?
No, a hotel pool, but it was
Oh,
like
okay.
it was outside, like it was kind of like it was like a courtyard of a hotel. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was surrounded by hotel rooms, so you could come out on your balcony and you would just see like 2 kids that snuck in there, like grinding in the shallow end. You know?
Those random hotels on the boardwalk up there.
Yeah, but isn't that so crazy? It just I don't know. It just how you used to just like hook up randomly when you were younger?
Yeah. I mean,
Just-
no, but yeah.
Right.
Man, there was a time back in the day when I was cool, but those days are over, you know.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Oh,
like,
I'm done. I'm retired, big
yeah,
time.
you've been out of the game for a minute. I'm like, I don't even leave
Yeah.
my house anymore. And the thought of going out to like a club or like a bar out at night, just even before COVID, it just like the thought, I'm like, I get tired just thinking about it. I'm just like, go out at 11 p.m. If it's not for comedy, like I'm not gonna be out.
Yeah, we're in
anymore.
bars and clubs every night.
Yeah,
I know.
mean,
I can't see any other reason to go out besides from what we used to be doing every night. It just seems, yeah, it's gonna be tough to like have that stamina to go back out every night,
Yeah.
late at night again.
because yeah, especially because even now I'm starting to notice that like before the drive, like making an hour 20 drive or 2 hour drive or whatever for a set was like no problem. But now I'm like, man, hour and 20, 2 hours to go somewhere. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. But if I had to do it like we were doing it before this happened, like 5 times a week driving like an hour each night, that would be hard to get back into.
Oh, wicked, dude! I had to start taking 5 hour energy shots just to drive back from Salisbury when I was doing shows there.
Yeah.
It's just an hour, but like I was doing so many in a row, and I was like, I just can't do it anymore. You know?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I was keeping extra caffeine pill on me just in case.
Stay strapped with them caffeine pills. So
Right?
I took one of those caffeine pills and I just didn't sleep for like 2 days. Like I just did not sleep. Like I'm like, I can't do this. I need to take like something that'll last me because
I
energy
take
stuff hits me
800
like
milligrams in a day regularly.
800 milligrams.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't even
healthy.
think I don't think I've even
Whoa.
taken 800 milligrams of caffeine this month.
We used to
So
do that.
much.
We used to do caffeine pills. We'd crush them up and sniff them on the ski club bus. No
Is it
dose.
no dose?
Some
Oh, I
dirtball
remember
shit.
the no dose. That is
Yeah.
super. That is
Dude,
super.
I remember I did so many one time, and I got up to Mount Wat. We take the ski club bus from the school, and after school, and we go up to Mount Wachusett, and I did so many caffeine pills and Ritalin. I don't know how I didn't die because I used to have my own Ritalin too, and I was spinning in the fucking lodge there. I was laying there like just like thinking I was gonna die. You know what I mean? Just like absolute. You know when you like just asking God to like forgive you for all your
Yeah.
transgressions. It was
Just
one of
let
those.
me just get out of this one alive, God, please.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Man,
bad,
I,
bad.
I would talk some shit, but I remember me and my friends used to snort like Adderalls and Vyvanse and all sorts of shit before we went out, just drinking. We snorted
Yeah.
like anything.
Yeah, I've railed a
So,
couple Adderalls in my day.
yeah,
See,
you know.
Adderall. I don't think it had hit the when I was still like participating in those types of activities. Ritalin was still uh the main thing. Is Ritalin still manufactured? Is that still like
I
a
never
thing?
even hear of it spoken of, only Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall and
Huh.
Vyvanse took over the game. I don't know if you can still
If
get
Vyvanse
Ritalin.
is too new for me, I didn't even know about that one until recently.
Ritalin's like the Quaaludes of amphetamine prescription pills.
Oh man.
Like you know what I mean? It's like imagine you found an old Ritalin, like shit would get you
What?
flying, dude.
I really, if I could, I would really, really want to do some Quaaludes just because I've watched that movie too many times or that scene. And I
Wolf of
just
Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah. I've just wanted to try a Quaalude. I just want to know
Yeah,
what.
Howard Stern talks about how good that they were so good they had to stop making them. And they
I
were
wonder
like
if you
25 cents a piece on the streets.
Oh my god.
I wonder if you could get like bootleg Quaaludes or like from
Ludes?
like a.
There's a
just from,
Vice
like,
documentary that I think in South Africa they're making bootleg Quaaludes.
Well,
Whoa.
because like if you go to Mexico, you can go to the pharmacies and just get like anything just over the counter, like prescription drugs here. You can get like anything. Like when I used to work out in Mexico on the ships all the time, we would just pull up to Mexico and my buddy would be like, he'd show up to this place. We used to always go to this resort that had like this pool and we'd get food and stuff. But right next to it was a pharmacy and you could just walk in there. And my buddy used to get orders of like Xanax and Valium. They used to have it like his like party pack ready to go every time he pulled up. But
What?
yeah, they knew him. They're just like, ah, you're back, senor. The usual. Yeah, he's like, yes, please. And he'd get his thing. But I'm wondering if you go to like a country like that, if they have any like version of a Quaalude available.
I don't think so. They were on Vice. They were like hunting them down.
What are they made of? What's the ingredients?
I don't know. I don't think there's any other drug with a similar active ingredient.
Man, yeah. Well,
Man.
I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to bring it back yet. Like a version of a Quaalude that's
Yeah,
like
I don't even know
different
what it
name.
was prescribed for.
My grandmother was a drug like she was sober my whole life, but like she was like an old school pillhead from like the old days. They used to do like, she was like my grandfather was the drunk. It was like an old school family situation. Like he was a bad drunk and she was like a housewife. No, she was a nurse too, but she was just taking like prescription pills to like deal with life. But they would have these ones called Black Betties too. You ever hear those?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Black Beauties or something like
Black
that. I
Beauties.
don't.
Yeah. Is it an
Yeah.
upper or a downer?
She would do those and Quaaludes and like there was all these old like ones like I don't know barbiturates or whatever they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they were like greenies was a big one back in like the
Yeah,
70s.
there's all these old school pills from back in the day. I can't imagine. Ben, you looking them up or something?
He's researching something.
I'm researching some methaqualone. That's the active ingredient in Quaaludes.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently. I'm trying to see where, I don't know, mandrakes and mandies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We were talking about ecstasy the other day. I took an E-bomb that had to be like a Quaalude one time.
Yeah.
It might have been a
such a gamble.
Quaalude. It might have been a Quaalude. I don't know.
You
It
did a
was
gorilla
so
biscuit.
Dude, it was so bad. It was my first time ever doing E. I remember the girls. I'll never forget this. The girls we hung out with, they were pretty wild crew, like in high school when we were young, right? But the boys were always the ones that were like wilding out, trying crazy shit. I'll never forget the girls dipped into the ecstasy game before us. They all started taking E-bombs, and I was like low key scared. I was like, damn, these girls are crazy taking ecstasy. And I never forget to like, finally it was like, you can't beat them, join them. I was at a party and they were white crowns, they were called. And I ate one and just one. I don't even think I drank or did anything else that night. I think I was just like straight tripping. And I'll never forget, we took a cab to my friend's house. And I've never hallucinated off of ecstasy besides this one time. I was laying on his bed. I told him to go call an ambulance for me because I thought my heart was going to explode.
Yeah.
He was so,
He
was like, all right,
when you
be
ask
right
somebody
back.
to call the ambulance for you.
No, I was like, definitely call an ambulance right now. I'm about to die. So he just shut me in his room, and just pretended he was going to call an ambulance and didn't come back.
Yeah.
But
it's
I
all
was
you
laying
really
on his bed, and all I thought was just my head was on his pillow. Like I couldn't see the rest of my body. All I felt like that was my head. You know what I'm saying? It was just
You should
wild.
probably thank that friend that he didn't call the police. Like he didn't call
Oh,
the
I know.
ambulance because that would have fucked you up. Because it'd be like you're on drugs. You would have gotten all sorts of shit.
I know.
Apparently, looking it up, doing some research, they said that the drug most like Quaalude now is like Ambien, is like the closest thing that they have to it.
What?
So apparently, some kids in college used to do this when I lived in the dorms. I remember this before I was scared to do drugs and stuff. But if you take an Ambien and you stay awake, you don't fall asleep. You just apparently it's the wildest trip. Like you see crazy shit and like a bunch of wild shit happens. It's called the Ambien challenge, where you take Ambien and try to see how long you can stay awake.
Well, don't you start saying racist shit too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get
if
on
you're
Twitter?
racist, you start doing that on Twitter. You pull out your phone, you can't help
Damn.
yourself. I hate nigga. This is crazy.
People
bet.
that have like neurological disorders, when they take Ambien, they're able to start like speaking again,
Wow.
or like
That's
their
wild.
nerve damage goes away.
Yeah.
So, is that something we have to do? The Ambien challenge? We all
Yeah.
take
Dude,
an
I
Ambien
took
and try
it.
to stay awake.
I've taken Ambien before. My aunt that I lived with, she had a script for Ambien, and I wasn't sleeping. She gave me one once, and I was out like a light, dude.
That's where you went wrong, bro. You gotta stay. No, honestly, I don't think I would pass it. Like, there's no way I could take an Ambien and stay awake. Like, I fall asleep for
Yeah.
fun. Like,
I'd
I don't-
immediately
I
be
don't-
done. That'd be a
was one
good
of those ones where
podcast
you-
if you and I took Ambien and tried to, and we just like woke up
Oh.
on the podcast like hours into it.
Oh my
4
God.
hours later, we're like, oh.
That is a good one.
Jimmy, your mic's starting to fuck up.
It's starting to cut out.
Yeah. Oh,
Right there.
shut it off. Go back to the laptop microphone.
You need to build that shed, Jimmy.
Yeah. The mic had a good run. It sounded good.
It's because it's just like a AA battery,
Oh,
Yeah.
the battery's probably running out.
and it's 2 batteries in there. You know,
Mm.
bootleg.
Is it Bluetooth?
It's like it's kind of You plug this thing into the side of your laptop.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, something started interfering with it and it was like all fuzzy.
oh. So yeah, man. Yeah, I would definitely do some Quaaludes. I'd relapse for it.
That'd be worth
Does
the
it count?
relapse if we found some old Quaaludes.
If I find some Quaaludes, the only person I'm only bringing it to you guys. We're gonna do a Quaalude challenge. But if we're not gonna do Quaaludes, I do want to try an Ambien challenge one time just to see, because those people were wilding out. And I'm
It's
just like,
strong. I remember I took it and I fell asleep. I think I was out for like one of those like long, like almost 15 hours or something, you know?
out like a light, out
Yeah.
like a light.
Because I was working nights as a custodian, and I took one, and I remember so my shift would start at 2, and I remember I woke up at like 1:15, feeling like it was 6 in the morning, like feeling like when you sleep so much, it's too much, and you're just like,
Yeah, so
Dizzy
you weren't
and shit.
refreshed.
no, it was weird. It was awful.
That happens to me if I get like 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and that happens to me. I start feeling
Yeah.
groggy if I get like 9 hours of sleep. I'm like, I feel like I can't wake up. I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm out of it all day.
Yeah,
That's 15 hours. How do you even sleep that long? That's crazy.
something like that. It was like absurd, dude. It was like ridiculous.
Maybe I,
You
should
know,
I
start
had a
having some
fucking
Ambien
hangover
sleep
from all
now.
the pasta that we ate at Olive Garden last night.
God, man. How
How
about
about cheese? Aren't you lactose intolerant? And there's all that cheese on there that fucked
I
you
am.
up?
I was fucking tripping off of that cheese last night.
No,
Tripping
Jesse
on
made a
that cheese.
conscious decision. I think we were like walking in. And as we're walking in, Jesse's like, I'm getting cheese, motherfucker. So
Yeah. I was like, when I come in, I come in.
he
I'm
was
going
like,
hard.
I'm getting cheese. Because he probably knew you didn't have to be around anyone today. So you
Yeah,
could just-
I had nothing to do. I had no plans. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I went to the gym. I got all my shit done yesterday, so I just had a free day today.
Nice.
Just recover from your cheese. Do you even like cheese?
I do like cheese.
'Cause I feel like cheese is overrated.
I never know how it's gonna
fine.
affect me though. I don't know if I'm gonna be constipated or I'm gonna get diarrhea or I'm gonna fart. Like it's a crapshoot, guys.
I see what you did there. Yeah, sick fuck. I don't know. I feel like everyone kind of becomes lactose intolerant past a certain age, right? That's what it is.
Most people are lactose intolerant. We're not supposed to eat.
Probably. I rip, dude. I just rip all day, every day. If it affected me in a constipation way, I would change my lifestyle. But as far as
Yeah.
the rip, I'll just
Rip,
I'll
rip.
I feel fine today, but in your truck on the drive home last night, my stomach was very tight.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is there any worse feeling than the bubble guts while you're in a car on a long drive?
Dude.
Like you feel that coming on, and you're like, "We
Trying
got
to
an
be
hour
courteous
till
to
we
my
get
friends
home."
in the front.
Yeah, I'm about to start blowing this place up. What's up?
Dude, that's all I do here at the house now to the kids. Like, just earlier tonight, I was on the couch with both of them. One of them was like playing video games with his headset on. The other one was like watching TV, and I just let a few like silent ones out, and then I wait and I just keep a straight face and I wait for reactions.
That's some old school dad stuff right there.
Do they? Did it? After a while, did it hit them? Where they're like, oh.
Yeah. Levi was on the headphones and he's like, is that a weird? Do you smell something? Like he didn't know what to buy. And I was like, no, what's it? What's going on? And then the other one's like, did you fart? And I was like, no, man, I'm chilling. Like, what are you talking about? And they're both like, it just got worse, you know.
Oh, do you ever Dutch oven them when you like put them under the blanket and fart and just like let it marinate?
No, no, I'd feel fucked up if I did that.
That would be child abuse, I believe.
Yeah.
What
You
happened?
get
He
DSS called on
farted.
you for that.
Like if their dad wasn't actively in their life, I'd probably do that, so I wouldn't have to like fight him or something. But no,
He'd
he
sit on
wouldn't
top of you and just rip farts in your face.
He does it. He does it back to you. How does
Yeah.
it feel?
Yeah.
Did you guys
No.
hear? Oh, speaking of dads and shit, did you guys hear about this? Apparently Kevin Hart posted a picture of his baby wearing the name of his Netflix special, the new one, and people got mad about it because it says 0 fucks given, and the fucks is like scratched out, and it's on like a onesie that his baby's wearing, and people got mad about it. We're like threatening to call DSS on him. Did you hear about this?
Because it has a swear on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if the baby was to read that and get offended?
Yeah.
You can't call like what would DS what would
This
what would
is
they call?
I don't know, but that's
No,
what
this
people were
is-
saying.
This is complete bullshit. It's nothing
It's-
worth even
That's
getting.
bullshit. I mean the most offensive thing was how bad that special was.
Yeah.
Not the swears.
Yeah, it's if you look it up, fans criticize Kevin Hart for dressing daughter in black outfit with show's name because it's called 0 fucks given. Like this is where we are now.
I love Kevin Hart. Me and Jesse keep been talking about this the past couple of days, but like I love him, but like that was and like who am I to say anything? And like hey, like he named the special 0 fucks, so who like he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's like, I'm about to go cash this Netflix check. I give 0 fucks about how the quality of the
Doing this
material.
at my house in my I have a stage in my basement. Like I don't give a like here you go, but at the same it was just hard to relate to it, you know.
Well,
He just
I didn't watch it, but I the one clip I did watch, it was like a 5-minute clip, and he was talking about how he his school doesn't give him how his children's school doesn't give him respect for the celebrity that he is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the most unrelatable bits in the special.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. He's like, you guys want me to be a greeter? It's like I got the biggest selling movie out in the world right now. I was like, all that is true, but as a person who's like, no, that makes sense. Just
Yeah.
cool. It's not like it's funny. It's just like But also, it's
like
hard
Louis
to do
C.K. has
top-down.
bits about how he like goes and hangs out at his daughter's school and does like the recess or whatever. Like he's like an active participant.
Well,
That's way
because it's
more
hard to do
relatable.
top-down comedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like you saying like, look how much money I have, or like look how rich I am, or how famous I am. Like it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do like top-down comedy. Like I try to do a joke about big dick problems, and no one feels that. You know, you can't. Like how many? Like you've heard everyone does a joke or makes
do
fun of
not
having a
like
small
that
dick.
joke, Ben.
Yeah, but no one has ever. But I've never heard a successful joke about problems about your dick being too big. Like it
This
just
girl doesn't respect how big my dick is.
Yeah, she saw it and she didn't freak out. And I was like, get out. You know, when you see it, you got to let me know that you saw it.
Yeah.
Like,
I got the number one
like-
dick in the world right now. You don't respect it.
Porn stars call me and say, Ben, how do you get your dick so nice? Right? Like it doesn't work the other way. Like it's a weird thing about comedy. Like I feel like comedy only.
I
works,
tried to do
not
like an
only-
ironic, sarcastic bit about having a big dick, and it didn't work. I might try to bring that one back.
It was funny. I remember we laughed, and but I don't. It was one of those ones. I don't know if it's because we all like close, like we all know you. Like
I
don't know
think
if
because like I was doing it to the same people, everyone like it didn't have like
Yeah.
the surprise anymore. But
right.
who knows? Because I saw a guy wearing a shirt that said, "I'm shy, but I have a big dick." And I was like, yeah, like I get that. Like I have social anxiety and my penis is huge. Like I don't know. I just tried to like rephrase the shirt a bunch of times.
Yeah,
I think
you kept saying how, yeah, lady, you'd be like, I have a big dick.
Yeah.
yeah, you did it in that weird like way, like you just be like pausing and just like saying nothing else afterward, you know? Because I am nervous.
I
About
had
my
that little dick one, the little about the ice cream cone. I never really developed it.
I was thinking about that joke the other day. That's a good joke.
I'll try to bring it back, but yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
was
like,
like,
my dick is small. It's like when you order a small ice cream and you're like, this is pretty big for a small.
yes, yes. Until your friend gets the large ice cream, and you're like, oh no, this is small.
Knock
That's a
out that
perfect
one.
dick joke.
Damn, I
See,
gotta do that. Damn it.
see, that's the thing. You can make a small dick joke. I'm gonna find the perfect joke. I'm gonna write a joke about a big dick and make it funny.
You gotta.
But it can't be yours. Like it can't be your own, right? Like that's got to be the thing. I don't know. I don't
You
know.
can talk
I don't
about
know,
someone
man.
else's big dick.
Yeah, you can talk about someone else's, but you
But
can't
that's
talk about
usually in
yours.
relation to how small your
No,
penis
yours
is.
is right. That's the caveat.
Hmm.
I try. Yeah, I don't know. I
The
don't know.
science of dick jokes.
Yeah, it's
Complicated.
weird because it's like, yeah,
When
does
you're
it?
lonely mans, that's what you talk about, Jesse. Science of dick jokes.
Yeah. This is prime lonely man's content.
yeah.
We
Oh,
haven't
man.
mentioned once this podcast that we don't jerk off anymore, which is crazy. That's what all this podcast is about.
Really?
Yeah, did you
Wait,
not know about our month-long challenge that we did? 40 days of no porn, sex,
I
masturbation.
know a lot about you guys' journey. Actually, the journey was so long. We were on the other podcast when it started. I think we did
That-
that
Yeah, that's
Paul.
right. At the beginning of October, we did your podcast
And
Yeah,
that may or may not be active.
we don't know what it is.
Whatever happened to your co-host to that podcast?
I mean, he could be saying the same thing about me. I don't know. I mean,
Former co-host of this podcast. Shout out to Paul Cyphers.
the
It's like
creator
love
and
fest.
namer of. Did he name it or did you name this?
I named this podcast.
Oh, okay. Then I feel good rocking it, keeping it. You know, it's your name. You can keep it.
Who named Woo Caller, your podcast?
Paul had it all in the bag within like that first moment we talked about it.
Yeah.
It was like he pulled the logo and the fucking title out of his sleeve.
He's like, yo, you want to hang out and do a podcast? And he's like, all right, I got a website, a domain name, I got merch.
I got merch.
And now I don't know what's going on.
Well, you guys got at least like 5. I'm on 2 of the episodes, I believe. So check out Woo Caller.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun when we're all over there to record it. That's
Yeah, I was on one of the episodes. It was dope.
that's
The
a
in-person
blast.
podcasts are good. Eventually, this podcast will turn into that, but it's too easy to hit record on Zoom and then immediately upload the video and the audio that the program provides to you after it's done.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's just too
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
at
this
least
is
we get
dope.
these
I
out
mean,
there.
I'm in bed right now, chilling. So
And we
you
still don't know
guys-
who listens to this podcast. Everyone refuses to DM Ben and me and let them know that they're a fan.
let them
No.
know. Come on.
Yeah, bring it out there.
DM
Shout
Jimmy
out-
Cash and say you're a fan of Lonely Mans.
Yes.
Jimmy Cash ain't no snitch, all right? He's not gonna snitch out, but we gotta know who are the people out here. Because
We sold one hoodie. Someone bought a hoodie, and it wasn't us. Someone
Wait,
besides
when-
us bought a hoodie.
recently.
The first day it was on sale, someone bought a 2X pink hoodie.
Nice. We
Wow.
haven't sold any since.
I don't believe so.
Perfect. That's how we like
Dope,
it.
though. They looked good on stage last night. I was feeling them.
Hell yeah, I had my pink
Yeah.
hoodie on. After the
Yeah.
show, those cougars like tried to grab all of us for that table with like the birthday party, but like the woman that was like wrangling us like grabbed you guys, and then she looked at me and was like, pink hoodie, and like didn't.
She
They-
was whack. She
don't
was
get
whack as
them-
hell, man.
Don't give them the credit of cougar. They did not qualify as cougars. They
Oh yeah,
were-
what do we name them? Stray
They're
cats.
alley
or-
cats, bro.
Alley cats.
yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
like
Bro, she got me on the worst shit. Like, I don't know how 30 seconds into the conversation, she started talking about, oh, you're not one of those people that voted for Biden, are you? I was like, what? I'm like, you're making a lot of assumptions about who you're talking to right now. And she's like, oh, well, you just look smart and you're handsome. I don't think you're foolish enough to vote for Biden. Like, you probably, I want to believe that you voted for Trump. I was like, this is why you didn't like the black jokes. This
Like, you
all
know,
makes
if I
sense.
don't vote for Biden, I ain't black, right?
That's how it works, you know.
That's
that,
how it
right?
goes.
Yeah, if you did not vote for Biden, you are not black. You can't.
What was Biden's quote? What did he say?
If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Wow.
He even said you ain't, just to really kick it in. You ain't
Yeah,
black.
he comes out with that. He comes every once in a while. He comes out with a little bit of that, like that. He tries to talk street a little bit.
Yeah. He's
You
from
get
the
a little
streets, isn't he?
slang.
Is he from, I have no idea where he's from. Maryland, maybe?
the streets of
Pennsylvania?
Delaware.
No,
No.
Scranton? The mean streets of
Scranton?
Scranton.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's from The Office.
He's from the hood.
That's
the
where The
office hood.
Office was, or where it's supposed to take place, or whatever.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know. Shout out to those old hoes last night at the show.
Wow. She even had the old lady nose ring too going.
oh my bro,
She had a
I'm
nose
let it
ring?
go. Yeah,
The just the stud.
let
But
it
it was
go.
I think it was a fake.
Oh, man.
She just stuck it on.
Yeah.
Dick one or something.
Is there an age range for nose rings? Like after a certain point, you just gotta let it go.
I don't know.
Eventually,
man.
they're going to be an old lady thing, right? Like tramp
How do you-
stamps are old lady things now.
Yeah, I know. It really is like the lady that runs. I shouldn't even say this right now. I can't. But yeah, you see some lady that like you think, it's got like 6 kids. She's like she's got a minivan. They just left Trader Joe's. They're putting the groceries in, and she bends over, and her shirt lifts up, and there's a fucking barbed wire.
Yeah,
No,
tribal.
tribal, but it has like something.
It's got like a
sexy.
message inside of
I
it.
know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about. This fucking
Yeah,
tramp
like,
stamp that every
yeah.
girl got. I wonder who popularized the tramp stamp. Who was the first person that like? There had to have been some sort of like celebrity that made the tramp stamp hot, right?
It's probably like Pamela Anderson or something, dude.
That could be
I
a big
feel like
one.
she might have had one.
And I feel like she did. I mean, as
I
much
don't
as I
know.
watched that tape, I feel like I should know.
She had the barbed wire, I think, because she was
Yeah.
in that movie Barbed Wire.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
she got the tattoo to match the movie.
Kendall
something.
Jenner was barbed wire for Halloween this year.
Was she really?
Yeah, it was dope. Shout out to the Kendall Jenner.
Wow.
My favorite of the squad.
I know
Is
nothing
she-
about the Jenners.
There's Kendall and Kylie are like the young ones.
Yeah.
My favorite Jenner was Bruce, R.I.P.
Did you see Bruce on the Ken?
Bert Kreischer show.
Yeah, not Bruce. Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner, yeah.
Caitlyn, yeah, she's still there.
So weird.
Bruce
Like
is
it was
dead.
cool that they had her on, but it's just hi. Like it was just a weird like.
Does she really talk like Big Bird? Hi.
How did she talk? Like she was.
I don't think she
wanna
tries
watch-
to do a female voice. I can't tell.
No, but there was just like a weird. There was something like funny about it. Like me, I don't know if she was just uncomfortable being on camera again for maybe the first time being on like a show, but you could see there was like a little bit of like.
I don't think Bert booked her on the show. I think like Netflix or somebody was like, "Hey, we can get you Caitlyn Jenner if you want," and he was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome."
Oh really?
But maybe I don't know, but maybe not because his dad is such a huge Caitlyn Jenner fan.
Well, also it was Nick. The episode Nikki Glazer was on, and she's like
Yeah.
a huge Caitlyn Jenner fan.
Mm.
Because Heidi, I was watching the preview with Heidi, and she was like, "Oh my god." Heidi listens to Nikki Glazer's podcast, and she was like, "Oh my god, Nikki Glazer loves Caitlyn. I gotta watch that episode." Looks like the shadow looks like I got a dick in my hand. You notice that?
Yeah, it
Holding
looks
a
like you're waving a
dildo,
dildo
bro.
around.
Do you ever think that sometimes when Caitlyn is like sitting down to pee, she regrets not being able to stand and pee? Do you think there's any regrets there?
Did Caitlyn lose the penis? I don't know. Has that been
I don't know if-
confirmed?
I don't know. Did she go all out like that? Well, my daughter's mother used to buy. She's a big proponent of the little cup thing that you can buy that just like you put under that you could stand up and it squirts it out
Yeah,
like a
it's like a funnel.
funnel, so they can stand to pee if they want.
Man, I just feel like
No.
isn't that a lot of
I
work
want to
to
date a
have
woman
that
that
tool
just
just
carries
ready?
one of those at all times.
Yeah, just have that ready whenever.
Imagine you date you like on a first. It's like the first overnight with a girl you just started seeing, and you accidentally walk in the bathroom on her, and she's standing up with one of those funnels, just like.
You just hear a
Damn.
waterfall.
I would be completely okay with it, Jimmy. I wouldn't even have that reaction because I'm progressive. Very,
Okay.
very forward thinking.
Even if she had a penis, I'd be cool with it. Who cares?
Yeah. Then we
What if
could
it's
cross
big-
fight. We could
what if
sword
it's-
fight. Woo. What?
Even if it's bigger than yours.
That's where I draw my line. That's where I would have a problem.
Then I got a new bit.
Only if
Right?
it was bigger than me.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
at
man.
least that's at least 5 minutes of material right there. If you dated a girl with a dick bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Do you if you're a girl and you got a dick still, is there like a rules to like the size of a dick you can date with a guy? Like does it have to be bigger than yours or does it have to be smaller? Like do you set that requirement? Like would you want to date a guy with a smaller dick than yours if you were a girl with a dick?
I don't know, but it sounds like we got to find our next guest.
Dude, that is such a deep question. Because first of all, you got to become. I don't know what mindset I'm supposed to be thinking from there. Like you're like, did you just say if you were a girl that had a dick, then would you date a guy that had a smaller dick? Was that the question?
That's the question. Yes, there's a lot of layers to this question, but I mean, if we're guessing, Caitlyn still has a dick. I don't know. We're maybe
Yeah, if you're a gay dude, like what kind of penis size are you looking for? Bigger or smaller than yours?
it depends. Are
equal
you top
value?
or bottom? See, that's different because if you're like a top or bottom, that can be like a thing. But
Yeah.
Isn't
girl.
Caitlyn not even into dudes though?
Like
I heard
Caitlyn's
just
a
like-
lesbian, I think.
Caitlyn's a lesbian.
So it doesn't mean you're gay if you're trans.
Okay, so now here's the thing. So if Caitlyn's a lesbian, she doesn't even need a strap on. That's a convenient aspect.
Well, that's crazy if you're a lesbian that has a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a lesbian, no strap, bro. That's full of no cap. You're just papping.
I remember a girl that I hooked up with, I was hanging out with her and her new lesbian girlfriend. And her lesbian girlfriend showed me her strap on. And I looked at the girl that I hooked up with, and we both locked eyes because we knew that my dick was bigger than this girl's strap on.
Whoa.
Makata munene.
Yeah, dog.
That's a big dick
Yeah.
joke you can work on
And
right there.
That night, like we all partied together, and she and the lesbian got into a fight, and she was like, "Hey, let's go out to your car." And like we just got in my car and left and went back to my house and hooked up again.
Wow.
Why did they get into
What
a fight?
kind of strap on was this? Was this a white or a black strap on?
It was white, like
Of
Ben's
course
hoodie.
it was. Yeah.
Oh, so that's
It wasn't flesh colored. It was like straight white.
Oh wow.
That's weird. Was it like
That's
clear, like see-through, or like solid color?
No, it was a solid white dildo connected to a strap.
Wow.
That's
That's
interesting.
amazing.
I've always wanted to use a strap-on with my penis at the same time. I think that would be cool.
What do you mean by that? Where would you what the
He
strap on?
wants to have a double dick.
I just want
Wow.
to double dick it down, the double
Wow.
dick.
So you
That
could
could be
DP a girl by yourself.
Yeah, the one-man DP,
Yeah, with just one thrust.
That's it.
Wow.
That'd be next level. I've never seen that in a porn. If I made porn, that's the kind of porn I would make. It would just be some next level outlandish shit.
Man, you guys need to start jerking
Ben
off
with the
again.
double decker dick.
Yeah, it'll just be called double dick. And it'd be like a guy, he'd be like I don't know, he'd probably be like a cop or like a plumber or something like that. And he just like somebody need to get both their
There's a
pipes
new rap
clean.
song called Double Dick, and that's gonna be the theme song.
That's
for the
gonna be
porn.
who sings double dick and can I get the sound? Can I get that on the thing?
I'll have to send you the link after the show.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the show
double
notes.
dick.
Put double dick
Double
in there.
double dick.
Are you guys still celibate or still not masturbating?
Still not jerking off.
Yeah.
Down to
get off the
fuck.
porn
What's
game.
up?
Because it seems like you guys aren't jerking off by this conversation.
We get riled up quickly on this
Yeah.
podcast now.
Does not take much, Jimmy. Is that a bird? Whoa. Yeah, we're not that lucky.
I talked about that at an open mic the other night. I was like, I haven't jerked off in months. I'm so horny right now. I'll fuck anybody in this room. The only jokes I can write are like sex jokes now.
Yeah. It is weird though, because then you're not watching like porn and you're not masturbating. It's like anything you write just ends up going back there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I went to church the other day and then I imagined the preacher naked. And I was like, fuck, this is not where I'm trying to go with. Like, it just always ends up about back to my dick. It's weird.
See,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah, you know.
It's hard enough. It's hard enough, even if you are like just being a dude. I feel like how often do they say dudes think about sex? Like every 7 seconds or something.
Yeah, every few seconds.
So every few.
7's a few, right? I don't know.
Well, yeah. That's a lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
It can get distracting sometimes.
7 seconds. I'm surprised you can go that long. Like, what do you think about the other 6 seconds? You're out here thinking, that's how you figure out relativity and shit. If guys could go like a minute without thinking about sex, you might be able to solve all the world's problems. I'd be like, yeah, I bet you my dick can solve world hunger. I bet you.
Yeah, the first week of the challenge, like, I was like, all right, this is fine. No, I was like super stressed out about it. And then like the second week, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I don't have like sex on my mind. I'm just like living my life. And then like after the challenge was up, I was like, all right, I need to go fuck now. How can I do this? It's like I'm like back on the grind.
I only masturbate for prostate health. That's it. I'm not even horny when I do it. It's just to keep it
Purely
healthy.
clinical.
Does it really help keep your prostate healthy?
Something like they say something like that. I don't know how true it is.
I don't think
But-
there's any side effect. Oh, actually, 45 days into not jerking off or having sex, I had a wet dream for the first time in over
Whoa.
a decade. Yes, my body was like, we need to get rid of this.
Yeah. So maybe you'll just start naturally getting rid of it.
Yeah, I'll have a cycle now.
Does that mean Sting has a really unhealthy prostate?
Sting?
No, I feel like Sting eventually does bust, but just not for hours.
Yeah.
Oh, he does bust.
I think so.
Oh yeah. I think
Okay.
you can just go really long.
Yeah,
All right, so Sting's just out here being a legend, huh?
but I think I think he has like downtime of like cuddling and stuff in between.
Ugh.
Ooh,
How did
cuddling
that ever
between
become,
busting?
like, how did that ever become public? Like that he was like.
We've been
Weird.
trying to figure this out. I think there's like one interview that he did.
It had to be
um,
in the 90s.
Yeah,
I
it was like the
remember
80s or
about
90s. He did like
like a
some
kid.
interview and like he like vaguely referenced it,
Yeah.
or maybe someone else like found it out about him. I don't know.
I remember being mad when I found out about it.
Why were you mad? Sting can go
Okay.
for so long.
Like
This is
Sting could
boring.
go 7 hours, and I'm trying to manage
Oh, it was
7
before
seconds here.
I was still a virgin at the time when I found out, but I was too close-minded at the time. Like it was like I feel like there was video clips of him being like in his like flowy clothes and like, he was like a yogi type of dude, and that like I wasn't ready for that at the time,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Like
what
now
Sting
I'm all
looks
about
like.
that. Like I would kick it with Sting and like, but he was wearing like, like yoga pants, not girl yoga pants, but like the baggy dude ones, like the loose silks.
Yeah,
Some silks.
just like flowy pants.
Yeah.
I just looked up what Sting looks like, and I can definitely see this as a dude that would edge himself.
Yeah,
He's a good-looking dude.
he is. You know what's funny? I saw Sting play at Fenway. I went to see him with the Police. A
How long ago was
reunion.
that?
It was a weird. It was maybe a decade ago.
Yeah.
The Police had like a reunion show and they played at Fenway. Somebody was like getting rid of tickets, and my buddy was like, "Hey, I got these tickets to the Police for free."
Yeah.
Do you want to go? It was just 2 tickets. So me and my boy went and just like watched the police and like watched
Hell yeah, dude.
a bunch of cougars get drunk around us. And
I wouldn't even watch the police on pure principle.
Yeah, fuck
Oh.
the police.
Jesse
they're a
gets
good
it.
band. They are a good band.
Whatever. I know they bootlegged. I know they bootlegged the P Diddy Every Step I Take. It's cool. I'll be
Yeah.
watching you. I know they clearly bootlegged that version. I don't care
Yeah,
if
they
the
ripped
version
off
came out
P Diddy.
first.
Fuck that.
Was Pete? What did? Oh, didn't? Yo, Sting came out on stage with him for that one of those like award shows, and
Yeah,
they
at the
did it.
97 VMAs, dog.
Yeah,
I
damn.
don't know how you have that year on lock. That was
Yeah,
it was very eerie. Just 97 VMAs, dog. Sting was out there with P Diddy Every Step
Yeah.
I Take.
Guess what I did with my childhood?
Was Sting part of the police?
Yeah.
He was the lead singer.
That's why I don't fuck with him. It all makes sense now. I just don't fuck
Yeah,
with
you know what
that.
happens? Like he ended up kicking everyone out of the band, and then he hired a police cover band to be his band now.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
He just
and
went
made me respect
to
him
like some
more.
dive bar or something and found some dudes that know how to play all of his songs. And we're like, all right, you're in.
Imagine
And
that.
you could pay him a lot less.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
pay him
like
less.
dumping a girl and then finding a chick that looks exactly like your ex-girlfriend.
Wow.
Same career or something.
That's pretty fucking savage and a
Dude, but
savvy
you know what I
business.
realized when I went to see the police? I didn't. I hadn't realized how many songs they had that I knew. It
Mhm.
was like insane, dude. Like more than I could have ever imagined. I was like, holy shit, dude. They pumped out a lot of hits, dude.
They had a good run.
They really did.
All right, fellas, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we did it.
All right, cool. Hell yeah.
Before we
Beanies
go, I
on.
forgot. From now on, we need to do freeze frame so I can get a good screenshot to
All
promote the podcast.
Oh, we just setting it.
Yeah, so just give me a good pose.
Oh, I gotta get like good angle.
Yeah, don't. All right, yeah. Pick one
All right.
pose and hold it for like 3 seconds. One,
All
two,
right.
go. All right, there we go.
Yo, nice freeze frame.
All right, LonelyMans, we out.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.